Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of Battle for Bikini Bottom. And I really hope these episodes are going well because, well, I'm recording all three of these in session and I'm not going to know your guys' reactions until the first episode gets released. So, this could be going horrible or maybe you guys are enjoying it. We'll never know. Get another tutorial for something we already know. So basically you want to use this button, this watermelon, to hit both of these buttons. I find it easier to hit the left one first just because it usually bounces back to you in time. Watch out for the spikes. That's kind of obvious. I feel like all of you should know that because as I proceed to walk into the spikes. I feel like all of you should know that because you all play video games. These rocks you can't pick up even though it looks like you can pick them up. Only the watermelons and the ice blocks, and tikis later on. Basically, tikis and watermelon and ice blocks you can pick up as Patrick. Funny thing is that you were actually supposed to be able to pick up soccer balls. They were supposed... In the original videos of the game, when it was being announced, there was no... I don't know why I brought this over here with me. I was supposed to use that to hit that tiki, but I got there and I was like, I don't really need that money, so whatever. But yeah, in the original release trailers for the game, it showed Patrick with, whoa, that was close, with a soccer ball in these leaf things. Instead of the watermelon here, there was this, a soccer ball. The leaves were there and everything, but this is a little bit hard. This is tricky. You can't get it to lock onto the middle tiki. There we go. Sometimes you can't get it to lock onto the middle tiki. And oh my god. What I just do is I'll just throw it at one and hopefully it lands. I did that wrong. Do that and then go through. Basically what I do is I throw it at a tiki and then I hope that it hits the explosive one, and if it doesn't, then that's just one less tiki for it to lock onto. Now, you can double jump off of these, off of the watermelons. So what we're going to do is we're going to pile up the watermelons here, give us a little bit of advantage. Surprisingly, this can be used in a few levels to actually skip good portions of the level. Though we're not going to be doing that obviously because this is a 100% run and we need to collect everything in the level. If I'm correct, there really is nothing here to collect. This is just a straightforward slide down the ramp. Make sure you collect as many shiny things as you want, underwear. Don't hit the explosive ones because they'll hurt you. Now, there are a few things in the water here for us to collect, and by a few, I mean 2. There's not much. So, toss the ice in the water, and you have enough time to walk around here, grab the sock, that's 12, or we're over 1/8 of the way there. You want to grab that purple shiny just because it's there, and it's worth 50 points, so you might as well grab it. Is this? No. Okay, whatever. So, see, this is another point where I'm stuttering. I'm just gonna keep telling you guys when I'm stuttering, not knowing what to say, because that's all... Seriously. Seriously. Damn you, hammer. And it broke the... Whatever, there's a... That totally would have knocked me off the edge. So, basically, you're supposed to bring the watermelon up here, but you can actually just body slam to make these guys unconscious. Grab them and throw them at the button, and that works too. If they stop... Oh, wow, really? Okay. Try this again. You can body slam, knock them unconscious, and throw them at... There we go. Now, that explosion would have knocked me off from the water, but since I'm in the middle of a cutscene grabbing the spatula, I'm totally fine and harm-free. Now, I'm a little bit interested since this is the last episode before I start reading comments, and I'm going to put this out here. Well, I guess should have said it in the first episode because I want to read the comments as soon as possible, but what were some of the shows that you guys watched growing up? Did you watch SpongeBob? Are you younger right now? Are you watching Adventure Time, the regular show? There's a lot of stuff that I watched.
Ahoy there! Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yes.
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Old Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast,
I
sailor.
love dirty talk. Poop deck. Yeah, like, I watched a lot of weird shows when I was a kid, because I grew up in an era where not much was censored. Oh, Tartar. This enemy is known as Tartar. He's gonna shoot 3 globs, which you can see demonstrated here. The globs will always aim for you, so as long as you're moving out of the way, it shouldn't be that annoying, but they can get annoying sometimes. Wow. Sometimes, especially when you have to deal with a lot of them. Also, these guys are the first enemies that are going to take more than 1 hit to kill. They take 2 hits. Sometimes they'll randomly only take 1 hit. I don't know if it's because they've just taken damage beforehand and you didn't notice it by like another enemy, or if it was just because like they hit a wall or something. It usually seems like if I smash them into a wall, that's when they'll take 1 damage. But then there'll be times that I hit them into walls and they still need to take 2 damage. So I'm not sure how it works. But yeah, I was gonna go back to talking about the TV shows that I watched, but there's gonna be a cutscene right here with Mrs. Puff.
Oh, Mrs. Puff.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job
Also,
for you to do.
Mrs. Puff is always on crack in this game. Like, she always looks like that. Like, she's freaking out and she took something. And something not good for you.
Oh, boy.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Sure enough, Mrs. Puff.
So yeah, okay, up here, basically, there's going to be enemies. You want to stun them and throw them at these little towers here. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shows when I was younger, just because nothing was censored. So I had stuff like The Brack Show and Robot Chicken and what was the other one? There was The Undergrads. That was a interesting show that I watched. Undergrads was, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Undergrads was a good show. I liked the nerdy guy in the show who basically always played D&D. He was like, I looked at that and I was like, that's what college is gonna be like. And then I got into college and college was nothing like that. And I was like, okay. Great. Though college was still filled with D&D, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like that. That episode also had like, the last episode I watched of that show was like really horrible because it consists of one of the main characters. Never mind. That'd be a spoiler alert for anyone who wants to watch the show. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but the last episode of that show I watched was really weird. I went the wrong way. There's a spatula over there that we gotta grab. Now, we can go back to Mrs. Puff. She'll give us a little conversation, which I'm going to do, just so you can see all the conversations, because some of them are pretty funny. There's going to be a lot of circumstances where you could just exit the level instead of going back, but I'm going to be going back a lot of the times through levels just to talk to the original person you talk to, just because they say a lot of funny things often. But there is a path right there that you can take instead. It's a little shortcut, but instead I'm going to come back here.
Well done, Patrick. You're a real star.
Can I get a cookie?
I love how it's just like straight up, no! Now, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember. I think we need SpongeBob up here, so I'm gonna change into SpongeBob. Now, these are the shy tikis. Basically, if you walk up to them, they'll disappear. So later on, you get a move that you can hit them from the distance, but if you just slightly, oh, this is really hard to do sometimes for some reason, but if you hold forward slightly, you'll tiptoe. If you tiptoe right up to them, damn it, wow, this is really hard. I don't know why tiptoeing's so hard in this game. There we go. You tiptoe up to them, you can, there you go. Bam, dead. You can also tiptoe up to them, and while you're tiptoeing, jump, and it won't make them disappear. As long as you're not running, they won't disappear. So if you're standing still, or if you're jumping while you're slowly moving forward, you'll be fine. It's as soon as you like push the analog stick all the way forward and you start running that thing, like that they disappear. And that goes for when you're sliding down slides also. If you see any of them on slides, then you're going to have to, if you're not touching the analog stick at all and you run into them, then they will, oh god. Then they won't disappear and you can pick them up while you're going down a slide, which is really nice. Now, there's something up here. It's another option that we're going to be coming back for later because we can't do it quite yet. We need a special ability that SpongeBob doesn't have yet to be able to get it. Another thing is that these things will disappear, but if you hit the explosive boxes and walk away, they'll come back and the explosive box will blow it up for you. Yeah, like I was saying before, there was a lot of weird shows when I was younger. Just because not Cartoon Network, Adult Swim and stuff in Canada. Well, I'm pretty sure Adult Swim was American on Cartoon Network, but we had a thing called what was it? Teletoon, and Teletoon had like a nighttime block where it would play like adult shows. There's a it blew up. There's a thing behind that wall. You want to blow it up. Sometimes the tiki will blow it up, sometimes it won't. So just take a look out for that. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, even closer. Yeah, but we had this adult block where it played a lot of like the mature shows, and I was allowed to watch them when I was a kid for some reason. So I watched them, and I don't know, I really enjoy them, especially a Brack show. I really loved, what was it? Wow, I forget the name of the show. It was the one with Meatwad and Master Shake, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. If you just walk down the side here off the edge and hit the water, that 50 shiny object will come to you. It's basically the easiest way to get it. And the water will bounce you back up to the ledge. You don't even really have to touch the analog stick. And blam! There you go. Our first expensive shiny clam is up here. It's gonna cost 2,000, but you should have way more than enough by now. Like you saw there, I had about 4,000, so I was totally fine. Oh, I felt great. Well, I'll be right back. Screw you. Okay, we are back. That walk surprisingly does take a bit, so don't fall here, because there is really no teleport box to get you back to that spot. Now this, like I was saying, this block here wiggles around, so be careful for that. It's not really, it's basically more of a tutorial to be like, yo, there's gonna be stuff like this, so be careful, because there's some ledges that are like that are a big pain in the butt. That one's like basically super easy to get through. It's not annoying at all. It doesn't make it slippery. It doesn't make it hard to make your jump. You're gonna knock that guy down a cliff and kill him, because that's what real men do. Now, if you still had Patrick here, which you should have, I made this mistake of changing to SpongeBob. You can pick this up and throw it at the explosive tiki there and get some more shinies. You don't really need SpongeBob, or you don't really need Patrick for this part. It's just, you can get a little bit more shinies if you have them here, just because you can get those floating ones with the watermelon. You can also use the floaty things to hit this. Now we have another sock over here. This is not too hard to get, but the jump can be a little bit difficult. You want to jump right at the end of you want to double jump at the edge of your first jump. So you want to jump, and then at the very end, like, basically at the last second, you want to jump again to get the farthest distance. Don't jump on that. That'll bring you, if you jump on that, which I did in my first playthrough, this will bring you right back to the start here. and it lands you on this rock and almost slides you down like all the time. Make sure you jump. This teleport box will bring you back down to like right there. You can see the teleport box in the distance that I already have opened. This guy can be a pain in the butt, so make sure you hit him before he shoots you. And yeah, that teleport box will bring you down there. So yeah, and we're at another circumstance where I don't know what to talk about. But there's a lot of games that I want to play and I want to like complete. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a sock down here. That would have been trying to think of things to talk about, and I almost forgot something. There's a lot of games that I want to do like this. Basically what made me think of doing videos like this was Chugga Conroy. I was watching his Let's Play on Xenoblade, and I thought it was amazing. And I wanted to do something similar to that with a... No! Luckily I landed right next to the teleport box. There was a lot of games. Basically, I saw him do the Xenoblade Let's Play, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, he's going through this whole RPG 100%, and basically, it's a great Let's Play. It's a great idea. Also, this ice block can be used. That's how you're actually supposed to get that 50 shiny thing down there. But since we just used that little glitch to... I don't even know if we call it a glitch. Basically, we jumped into the water and just grabbed it. So, yeah, I saw him doing the Xenoblade one, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. He's doing this whole huge RPG and 100%ing it. So, be careful here. If you jump too late, you'll miss that. I was like, man, I want to do something like that. So, I wanted to do something like that, but for a specific game that I always played, and I've never beaten it, and I really love it. It's called Rogue Galaxy, and it's one of the RPGs that I really love. It's hard for me to like an RPG, but Rogue Galaxy is one that's really caught my interest and I'm loving playing. So I was going to do, like, my first video, I was going to be like, yeah, let's do Rogue Galaxy, it's going to be amazing. But then I posted on Twitter about it, and people were like, yo, don't do that. And they were like, and they gave a great example of it too, because they were like, think of, like, you're talking about Chugga Conroy, like, think of Chugga Conroy, the first video series he did was on Earthbound, and he totally regrets it because, like, he hates the video, because it's one of the first series he did, so it's not the greatest. So basically that was the thought that I was going to take from it was, let's not do the game that I'm really excited to do 100% walkthrough of as my first video. So I was doing a review on Plankton's Robotic Revenge just because I heard that game was a total piece of crap, and I was like, how can it really be that bad? Like, I bought it, and I was like, when I first bought Plankton's Robotic Revenge, I was like, how can it be that bad? Like, it's literally like they just gotta take Battle for Bikini Bottom aspects, and like it's a good game. I don't see what could be so bad about it. Then I started playing it, and I was like, I see exactly what is so bad about it. To your left here is a golden spatula, don't forget it. So I was like, well, maybe my first Let's Play should be SpongeBob SquarePants. But the only issue was that my PlayStation 2 at the time, the PlayStation 2 that I had was a piece of poo. It was really bad. Like, it worked, but it would take like 5 to 10 minutes to get through loading screens sometimes. So it just wasn't optimal for doing a Let's Play of.
Hello, buddy! Gosh, everyone is trying to help out today.
Step quietly there. That king jellyfish is just up at the top of this path. Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Bubble Buddy.
But yeah, it just wasn't optimal because I'd have to wait 5 minutes to for a loading screen. It's just not good for a Let's Play. Remember these underwear here. If you need them, they're here if you're having trouble with the boss. Because King Jellyfish is just up ahead. He's not a hard boss, but he can be difficult for a first-timer.
I knew the King Jellyfish was big, but who knew he had such a beautiful voice?
I thought he's singing along the actual song in the background. It's like what I would do. Alright, so this boss fight is fairly easy. Basically, he's going to Put out some waves. Ow. If he hits you, a lot of the bosses in this game are the same, where if they hit you, it restarts their cycle. So you have to go through the whole cycle again. But basically, he's going to drop down to the ground. He's going to shoot out a shockwave. If you're standing... Never mind. Wow, I'm doing really bad. Like I said, this boss can be really bad if you're really hard. Well, he's not really hard, but he can be harder if you're having trouble. There you go. You jump over it. And he should come at you. Okay, now you want to jump at him. Now, I'm going to go get those 3 pairs of underwear. So yes, that's his form of attacking. He will drop down and do that electricity. I'm going to let him do that electricity move, but when he's doing it, you want to jump towards him and over the electricity thing at the same time, so you can hit him before he gets back up. So he's going to go down here, he's going to charge it, and we're going to jump over it and hit him. There you go. Now what he's going to do here is he's going to summon a bunch of tiny jellyfish. These can get a little annoying if you don't take care of them, because there can become a lot of them very quickly, especially after a few run-throughs, but it's going to be, there you go, and jump over, whoa, yeah. If you don't hit him right away, he'll knock out a second wave. Either that, or you can wait for the second wave to hit him, but we're going to try to hit him right away, just so we don't have to deal with that second wave. Now this time he is going to drop out blue jellyfish, which are faster and are more angry. I find that these ones attack you more often than the pink ones do. Oh! They also take more hits. I didn't even realize that till now. Boom, dead. King Jellyfish gets all mad, and he's gonna give us the jelly. And all we have to do now is bring this back to Squidward, and we're all good. But first off, we have another sliding aspect. Now, there's a sock down this slide. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forget where this sock is. There's some shiny things in the pool here. If you want to get them now, is your chance. There's also a teleport box here, which you can activate. Now, there's a sock down here somewhere, and I forget where it is. I'm pretty sure I remember. There's a split to the left. If you jump here, you'll get that purple. But there is a, if you want to jump straight here, and basically you're going to follow this. Now, these slides can be a bit annoying, but if you use the right analog stick for the controls, it makes things a bit easier. Just because you can turn faster if you use the right analog stick than you do with the left one. There's going to be a spatula at the end here. Double jump to make it. And that's it. There's your sock, there's your spatula. And that should be everything for this level, until we get back to Squidward. So, if you missed any of that stuff, this box here will bring you back to that other box I showed you. Watch out for these blue jellyfish, because they can become a pain.
See,
and
no
Larry's
problem.
here for some reason.
You could do anything you set your mind and your muscle to.
I don't know why Larry's here. He's just kind of here. It's weird. I don't know if he was going to be meant to do something before and he was cut from the game or what, but I don't see a reason for Larry to be there. Now just walk back up to Squidward.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
Bam, there you go. The last spatula of this level. Now, after the game saves, if you press R2, you'll be able to see we currently have 11 spatulas and 15 socks. And you can check, we have all of the spatulas for this level. We're missing a few socks, but that's just because we have to come back to get them, because there are a few areas that there's socks that we have to get. I think I actually missed one though. basically add that at the end. If I did miss one, I'll show you guys where it is. If I missed it, it'll just be edited onto the end. If not, then I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, guys, I did forget one sock. I'm very sorry about that. Like I stated before, I may forget some things, and I forgot to double check my sources and my scripts and all that to make sure that I found everything in this go-through. So there is one in Navigate the Canyons and the Mesas. So basically, you're going to go to Navigate the Canyons and the Mesas, start it up, and it will bring you back to this area where I was just standing with Mr. Krabs. You're going to turn around, hop on this platform, and take it back. Now, basically, this is only for if you're going along with me and you missed it. If you're watching the video and then playing, basically, you'll see where it is, and I'll kind of explain where it is, and you'll be able to grab it on the way. It's actually a decently well-hidden one. It can be easily missed if you're just running through, and that's kind of why I forgot it. It was a harder one to find. And seeing as this is the first level and I already missed a sock, that's kind of upsetting. I'm going to make sure that I don't miss any, especially in the harder levels. But yeah, what you're going to want to do is you're going to, when you get up to this second ledge here, you're going to want to look behind you, and there's a sock on the ledge here. And there you go, all done. Level is done, and if you're here with me, you can actually just go up. If you don't want to walk all the way back to Squidward from here, you can go up to Bikini Bottom and click X on top of the pineapple, and this will bring you straight back to Bikini Bottom. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.